I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, people? How you doing? It is a great day, and I'm so very excited to be here. Yo, I got my friend on the show today. Yo, my partner. What? Jeff, what's up, Jeff? How you doing?
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? Yeah, it's good to see you. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too. I mean, we have to catch up because I
Yes.
mean, before we saw each other, what is it, in Clearwater or someplace, we hadn't seen each other in a while.
Yeah. It's been
Oh
a
my
long.
God.
It's been a, like pre-pandemic, like even before that time, like 18, probably since 2018. I seen you.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, man. You know, and Reverbnation and the funk is gone, and all the other stuff is gone, and COVID is gone, and now we're back on the other side. I don't know if I like this side.
It's weird. It's a little bit different. Like we all had time to fester on some stuff, and some stuff got handed to us, and now we're like, I'm a little bit more offended now than I was before about things. You're like, since when? Since I was told I was supposed to be. You're like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But man, I tell you, you're an amazing guitar player, amazing performer. And I want to go back a little bit and, you know, dig into what and how did you get involved in the music industry?
Honestly, friends of mine were playing guitar. One of them played guitar, the other one played drums, and I was just sitting there. Neither one of them would let me touch an instrument. They said, "You don't know how to play." This, that, and the other. I'm outside, so there's gonna be some traffic here and there. So hopefully it doesn't cut in and out. But
no, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there. I'm probably between 13 and 15, and they're like, "Oh, you can't play anything." And but I listened to these two parts that they were playing separately, and I was like, "Why don't you guys put these parts together? It sounds like it makes sense." And then from that point forward, they were like, "How'd you do that?" And I was like, "I don't know. It just sounded like it made sense." Then I started using drum machines and getting into like hardware, samplers, started creating electronic music, industrial music. Then started singing for bands, playing drums for bands, playing drums and singing for bands. Then I moved down here after high school, joined a band called Mouth of Madness. And then we did a bunch of shows down in Inglewood, did that for about a year. Then moved up to Venice, had a couple bands there, a couple metal bands that I sang for. Then by like 2005, I had established myself pretty well in the Florida music scene with the metal bands that I was in, Civil, Released, and another band called Dead Sun. But then after that was Released was the one that kind of jumped. And then in 2007, we broke up. So I picked up an acoustic guitar and I started getting into more folkier, more experimental music. I've always been into like Jane's Addiction and Depeche Mode, Baja's, Joy Division, The Cure. And then you get into 90s stuff like the Deftones, Incubus is a great band, Pantera, and then the list goes on. Like but I mean, as of late, I've been really deep into like 20s to 50s blues. I like the idea of a man and his guitar telling a story. This kind of means a lot. You get a lot more from it. There's no production. It's just that's that take and that's it. So yeah, the bands broke up. I traveled a bit and then moved out to Vegas. I was there for 2 years producing, electronic music as Laveau. So it's a moniker that I use a lot for my social media stuff. So if you want to find me, people out there, if you want to find me on social media, I especially Instagram, it's J Laveau. I post up about 2-inch voices. I post other people's stuff. I just like to share and network. So if anybody hears this and you want me to help network you and just push you out there, I'll put your name on. I mean, it's about, like Yaya, well, the things that Yaya, that you do, we've been talking about this for a long time. When you were with Rev, kind of working together and putting people on and helping local people like myself, like you, do bigger and better things. And now you're doing bigger and better things. And I'm proud of you as well. But it's, when you drive for it, like I did and like you're doing, Vegas wasn't so easy for music. There's not a big local scene there. It's a lot of electronic music and house music and stuff like that. And then, so I just started producing electronic music. Then I moved to New York. I moved back to New York in 2012. And I wrote a record up there, released and recorded that down here in Florida in 2016 as 2-inch voices. So I've just been writing 2-inch voices, acoustic music since 2007, but started putting out records in 2012, and then finally put out a full-on record down here. So, and it's been that ever since. That's all I've been doing. Stay
Wow.
hungry. Stay
Wow.
starving. Don't stay hungry. Stay starving. Stay
starving.
starving. Like because you gotta eat. You gotta eat. You gotta play.
Yeah, it's in the blood. I mean, the moment that you probably realized that it was in there, have you ever tried to shake it? I mean, what
No.
was that like? Have you ever tried?
I dated a few people in my time that this what we do as musicians. It ain't just about what people think it is about the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, it's really about playing music and letting go. It's therapy for us. We're not people that seek out therapy. And then some of us are, some of us aren't. But I've just been able to manage my life and my emotions through music. So when I did date that person, you know, it was a thing where it's like, well, I need more. It's like I'm doing the best that I can. Just have to have faith. And then that's when you realize, I mean, I realized the best relationship and longest one I've ever had has been music, the one that's
Mm.
always been there. I mean, I mean, think about your past, think about yourself in high school. Now, you, like myself, we've all got that record that we can go to where it helped us. That was that soundtrack, whether it be a mixtape you put together, whether it was a CD, no matter what it was, whether it was a radio station that you knew played this cycle of songs, like you just that was your jam. What helped you, and that's what music is. I mean, I couldn't imagine walking away from it, and I just it's been my lifeblood. It's everything it's what I love. It's what I love sharing with people. You know.
Awesome. Awesome. So, okay, tell me about 2-inch voices and how did that start? I mean, I know you said you started it kind of like, but how did that really develop?
Excuse me. Well, I I bought an acoustic guitar when I was 20 years old, and all I could really play was really fast or really slow, like dark stuff. And I was like, well, all right, well, that was it. That's all I did for years. Then I just, like I said, dove into electronic music, doing the Laveau stuff, and then come 2014, I was living in New York, working at Al Jazeera America. And as live broadcast TV, you're only on air for some times, unless there's a crisis in the world. So most everybody that I worked alongside was a musician of sorts. So they were guitar players, bass players, singers, drummers, people that were just around music so they could either sing along. So I mean, we worked a total of like 2 hours, maybe a day, right? So the rest of the time, we're all sitting around with instruments and we're writing music, and they're playing cover songs that I can't play because I'm not good enough at that time. So, if I'm only working 2 hours a day, I got 6 hours to fool around on guitar to get better. So I'm playing with these people and I'm learning. My fingers are crushing, and eventually I just got better because I was playing at work and then I would go home, and I guess you could say that at this point I've been playing for 10 years. I'm not schooled at all. I've had people show me cool picking styles and listening to picking styles, listen to different types of music to pick up different styles of play, the way different note patterns. So as far as 2-inch voices and me and music, it really started pushing in 2016 when I moved back down to Florida and made the record. We got, international podcasts, different interviews with different people along the way. Got a lot of love and support for the record. And ever since then, it's just been what I do. It was a rock band for a while. It was a 3-piece. Played some great shows. We were direct support for it was Puddle of Mud, Saliva, Lit, at the Fergs up in St. Pete. So 3,000 people for our first show. I mean, that's that. I mean, and it was just a sea of people, and that right there. I mean, full well. Like when you play in front of that many people, and you got that, there's just that vibe. You're just play even harder, and then the reciprocity. You just feel so good. And then so 2-inch voices has always felt good because it's feel good music. I don't write about dark macabre things. Now there's some dark music, but it's not dark. Like, I'm not talking about death and murder. I'm asking you questions about your sanity, you know, like, where are
Yeah.
you at? You know, feel
Yeah.
good stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
definitely, definitely. Wow, wow, Arnold, man, I tell you, you have the music, you're continuing with everything. You're back in Florida. What's next for you? Oh, and
Uh,
congratulations on being #1 on Reverbnation, by the way.
what's up? Yeah, just managed to do that. Let's squeak that in. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that feels good. To be #1 in the alternative in the state of, I mean, in the state of Florida. I mean, that's awesome. I don't know how many bands there are, but thank you to everybody that even made that possible with all the talent across the board. I mean, shoot, I'll take it, you know, all
I
day
hear
long.
that. I hear that. I hear that. So what's
Yeah.
next for 2 Inch Voices?
Next for 2 Inch Voices, there are a couple shows this month. Um, the 14th of June in Tampa at Hooch and Hive. Then the new EP, Moments in Time, comes out on the 15th on all platforms. Yeah, so June 15th, the new EP comes out. It is called Moments in Time. It's a three song EP. Fun songs, and they really are just moments in time. You know, and you'll feel that kind of, I believe, in the track listing and the titles and the songs themselves, the way they feel. But I'm heading to Europe for the month of July. Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
you didn't tell me,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
about this. We gonna talk after this.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I had gone over there, and I think it was 2018. Yeah, the oh wait, no, 2019. Sorry, 2019. It was summer 2019. Went over for a wedding over in Italy, down in Puglia, wine country. Beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go to an Italian wedding, go, especially in Italy. Yeah, just do it. But I'm going over to Italy. I had gone to a couple places over there when I was in Milan last time, some rock clubs. So I want to show face again, give them stickers, network. You know, if there's anything I can say to any bands listening, show up, show up, show your face in these clubs. Don't just hit them up and expect them to put you on. If you want to do something, you got to show up. You can't ask your friends to put you on, because what if you don't show up? Then your friends look like idiots. Show up. You know what I mean? Like, that's I've been doing it for a while, and if there's anything I can say is show up for your friends, and they'll show up for you, and show up for yourself. You know, and if you say you're going to do something, do it. That's the word in the industry. You say you're going to do it, do it. Make sure you
Please
do
do
it.
it. Oh,
Please
please
do
do
it.
it. Please do it. You know how many people say,
Yeah,
"Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, oh yeah, Arnold, yeah, yeah," and then you don't see
yeah,
them ever again.
yeah,
They don't call you, nothing,
yeah. So
nothing.
it's I would say just show up, be a good
That's right.
person. I mean, if there's anything else in the whole thing, I mean, if you hate to use the word, but if you're an asshole, good luck. I think that just goes across the board with life in general. Like, if you suck as a person and people don't want to hang out with you, it's not always them. It's not always them, you know. So be a good person, work hard, network, show up for your friends. But as far as it goes, yeah, I'm gonna go to Europe for a month, say hello to some venues, talk to some bands, see some shows, have 2 Inch Voices shown. I'm gonna do probably some live sets in some places. I'm not busking. I'm not trying to go to jail, because you can go to jail in some places over there. So I'm
Yeah,
just gonna play some music in some places, and you know, it might even be from my Airbnb. I have a nice little balcony that I'll probably, you know, play a live set from. So I'll put up a little flyer event and say, hey, on this date I'm going to be playing. So if you guys want to check it out, you know. So but August right now is kind of open. I know at the end of September, we're going to play the Ormond Beach Original Music Festival. That's 2 days. That's the 31 days in September. It's either, yeah, so the 31st and then the 1st of October. So that's Saturday, Sunday over there. It's a great time. The guy Phil that puts on the Original Music Festival, which happens in DeLand, happened once in Daytona, but it happens also in Ormond Beach. Wonderful guy, supports original music. They have a number of different venues, whether it be a restaurant, a bar, stages outside, dive bars, expensive wine bars. So you're across the board. You don't know who's going to get booked in your venue. So,
wow.
and then you don't know who, and everybody you want to see is going to be right there, all different types of music. So, yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yo, Arnold, congratulations, man. Congratulations. And if you need somebody to carry your luggage, you know,
Yeah, but
it is wonderful.
you're too busy for your own good. You know that, and I know that.
But you know what? I will like, be like, yeah, I'm taking a hiatus. I actually have to be, I'm on domestic capacity.
Ah, yes. Yeah,
I
this
can
is
do
the
that.
yeah,
I can do
yes.
domestic capacity. I can definitely do that. I have no shame in that.
No,
What do you need?
no,
Your bags? Yes, sir.
I can help. I'm good with that. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm just ready to start touring. I am in conversations right now with a booker for next spring and summer to take 2 Inch Voices out for 30 to 60 days, and probably, probably 30 days for the first run in spring and summer, and then probably another 30 days in the fall. Because we have a new we are dropping the new EP on the 15th, but there's another batch of songs that were recorded that we didn't want to give away.
Mhm.
So we're holding on to those to show, and then we have some things and some people that we're trying to figure some other things out with that record before before we release it. So I'm looking at spring summer going on tour, and then fall probably October November, and then be done for the season, so that way once it gets cold you don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah,
you
no,
know
I know, I know. It's like Florida in the winter. Yay!
Yeah, it's a win down here. It really is. It's a
It
huge
is.
win.
Oh
But
yeah, definitely. And are you gonna get back into dance and electronic music at any time?
absolutely. Yeah. I have a whole EP set aside right now. I'm gonna probably wind up releasing. I don't know. I thought about doing a full length again. Um, but I like doing these little kind of singles or 3 song EPs, just drop a couple songs. I've got I think like 3 or 4. So I've got an EP's worth of house music right now. Um, just tracks, different types of house, some deep, some tech, some more techno. Some of them have these really, oh, what's up? Yeah. So I'm listening. I'm listening. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
I mean, I that's what I do on the side.
I've been waiting to work with you. So
So let's do it.
yeah, you heard it,
Yes.
world. You heard it, world. There's going to be a collaboration with your boy and
Let's
your
do it.
girl. That's going to be
That's
awesome. Okay.
right. That's right. Let's do it. Why not, man? Shoot. We've known each other too
Yeah.
long not to do something together. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So we have to talk after
uh,
this. But I want to
we
thank you
will.
so much, Arnold. How can people reach you? How can they listen to your music? How can they support you? And when you do go over, you're gonna have to let us know so that we can tell people where you are.
Oh, absolutely. You can find me if you want to find me personally. It's just Jeffery Arnold on the Facebook. If you want to find me Instagram wise, I run 2 Inch Voices social media. So Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all of it. Any form of social media. You want to talk to me? Give me a shout. Find me, like I said, Jeffery Arnold on Facebook, and then Laveau on Instagram. Also 2 Inch Voices. Um, the new EP will be out on all platforms come the 15th. I would say if you have any questions and you want to put us on, have a conversation, let's talk. Open the door. Be good people.
Definitely, definitely. And I can vouch for him. He's a great person. Jeffrey, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for being on the show. I appreciate it to have my friend. Woohoo!
You,
You
Yaya.
better
Thank
not
you
go
very
nowhere.
much.
You
No,
better not go
I'm gonna
nowhere
be
after
right
this.
here. No,
I
I'm
want to
here,
thank you guys.
Yaya.
No problem. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. We're going to have all of his information in the description box below, so it'll be easy for you guys to find that. And go ahead and support, follow, like, comment, subscribe, do all those things, man. I'm telling
Follow
you.
it.
Yes, bring it on, bring it on. Thank you guys again so much. And until next time, guys, bye. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified the next time that I upload. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. I dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare to